this group of leaders. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. High in the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars are flying down the field.
Spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither.
Touchdown, Houston! They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the west. Other deep ball. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! He got a step and just dusted the field. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston! offense.
Let's go. Right. Single, single. Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. And golf, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a... Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he will run. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, oftentimes in college...
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got it. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys...
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Going right to work up top. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Quarterback's ability.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He fires to the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in with one hand. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll take the deep shot. And he bats it away and falls incomplete. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, look, Mom, one hand. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Unloads it downfield. Makes a catch along the line, and that is a big pickup.
And he's been the go-to guy all. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football. Yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down.
Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and Hill. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. So now it's second and long. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lets it fly. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Slip. Let's go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hauls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll take it to the house. He got... Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Touchdown, Houston. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They get it into the end zone to pay off that. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 50. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Houston Houston will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Looking to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this.
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Into the end zone. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside for defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the penalty, it's still third and goal, but a wee bit closer. Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Cougar. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Here's the pressure. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? And this
pulls it in down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Houston. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Strong safety blitzes can some...
The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll start this drive going to the air. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a grab with one hand. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Lets it fly. He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here. Touchdown, Houston! To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game. It just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Oh, what a grab, pulling him in with one hand. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown! Now this offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going deep. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. It was all over right to... The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown! Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass as they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He wants to go deep. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown! This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. He's got a big lead in the fourth. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30. And fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown! He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Going for 6. And he's got it. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a man on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He wants to take the top off. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And we have breaking news. To the air on first down. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth.
And that ball is caught. What hand grab.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the...
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll take another shot here. And they're going to score. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted...